So last week, we talked about electrolytes. And very specifically, we talked about the importance of sodium. Okay? Sodium is critically important to neural transmission, maintaining blood volume, maintaining blood pressure. Okay? And when you think about the dangers of not consuming enough sodium, it causes you to have high blood pressure. It increases your heart rate, increases your risk of death when you don't have enough sodium. And the part of the biggest reason for that is sodium is so important because it's a part of what's known as the sodium-potassium pump in every single cell of your body. And that sodium-potassium pump is what creates the energy that allows your cells to talk to each other. Every single one of your cells talks to each other through electrical signaling. And you most often hear about that with your brain cells. But every cell in your body has to have sodium and potassium to work appropriately. Okay? In order for those muscle cells to talk, in order for those muscle cells to move, sodium has to be a part of it. So, when you don't have enough sodium, your body goes into what's known as a sodium-sparing mode because it gets panicked because there's not enough sodium. So what it does then is it releases all of your stress hormones like cortisol, aldosterone, and what those things do is it forces your kidneys to now hold on to the sodium. When you hold on to sodium, what happens to your blood pressure? It increases. Okay? And now your body is in emergency mode. Okay? The other thing that causes your body to hold on to sodium is when aldosterone is released. Aldosterone is one of the primary hormones that signals your kidneys to hold on. There's a couple others as well. But aldosterone is also triggered by insulin. So when doctors tell you, oh, you've got to cut out sodium, they really have a poor understanding of what causes blood pressure to increase. Because the question that they should be asking is, why is your body holding on to sodium? Right? And I use this as an example. Like when you think about prior to refrigeration, how did everybody preserve food? Through salt, right? People were consuming massive amounts of salt, especially in comparison to now. But their bodies also weren't holding on to the sodium the way people's bodies are holding on to sodium now. Okay? So that's the question that actually has to be asked. So, and a couple things cause this, right? One, are you getting enough sodium? At the bare minimum, to function and not die, you need 500 milligrams of sodium, at the very least. Studies have shown anything under 2,400 milligrams actually shows an increased risk of death from things like increased blood pressure. Because your body goes into sodium-sparing mode, which jacks up your blood pressure, increases your heart rate, increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, right? So it's important to understand, why does your body hold on to sodium? Are you under a lot of stress, releasing a lot of cortisol? That'll cause your body to hold on to salt. Do you have high basal insulin levels? Is your body insulin resistant, which means there's more insulin in your body to try to do the normal functions, which then also causes your body to release those hormones which make you hold on to sodium. Those are all important things to think about, okay? But at the end of the day, sodium isn't the issue. Why your body holds on to sodium, that's the issue.